Oh, hello there. So, I wanted to do a ranking of Rainbow studio albums video because I just watched few of them from YouTube and I think those reviews or those rankings missed out on one very important thing, one very crucial key thing about Rainbow albums. And usually when I do this kind of videos, when I rank or review something, I only do them if I think I have something unique to say about it. And, well, I don't know if I'm hoping this is actually not a unique opinion, but I just don't hear it anywhere else, at least in those ranking videos that I watched. I think this really needs to be said. So, let's start. Okay, Rainbow has 8 studio albums. So let's start from the bottom up. Albums 8 to 5. 8 to 4. Stranger in Us All, Bent Out of Shape, Straight Between the Eyes, Difficult to Cure, Down to Earth. 5 albums. Fucking trash. I don't care. I hate them. I hate them, even though I haven't even listened to them. This is, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is blind hate. I hate them without even having to listen to them. And I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry at the same time. I'm sorry because I'm usually not the one to spew out hate. I don't like people hating on stuff without some understanding of what they're hating on. But when a great band, possibly the greatest band that did, to my mind, the greatest music that has been ever made in the hard rock genre, when that band suddenly just goes uber commercial and betrays everything that it has done before. It betrays everything it has done before. I think that deserves some hate. So, in that front, I'm not sorry. I'm gonna get more into detail why I love things, why I think they betrayed. So let's start the real review. 3 studio albums with Dio. With Dio. So, worst to best. Yes, worst to best. So, third one will be Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. This is the worst of the 3. The 3. And it's pretty good. It has great songs like... They don't have the songs. Oh, they do. Man of Silver Mountain, Catch the Rainbow, Temple of the King, 16th Century Greensleeves, and the instrumental version of Still I'm Sad. Great songs. The other ones are also passable. If you just roll the album, they're fine. But this still has some growing pains, and it's still fucking awesome. Especially Catch the Rainbow live, if you can catch it live. It's a great song. Oh man. Man on a Silver Mountain is a classic, obviously. And Temple of the King, also classic. Great songs from this album. But this is still like them, they are just getting familiar with each other and they are just starting out and already it's great. But no, I'm not gonna drag this out too long. So we have kind of 2 left. But because everyone's gonna know from the second one which is the best ones. I'm gonna drag it out a bit more, and I'm gonna have honorable mentions, meaning live albums, because this was a studio album ranking. I'm gonna have honorable mentions, studio. Well, no, I mean live shows. There was really just one live album, but there were a lot of bootlegs, CDs and stuff came out, and they're all fucking fantastic. And in a way, this should be my end here. If I'm ranking from worst to best, I should end up here because this is the best stuff ever. This is the stuff I love most in whole wide world of music. This DVD, Rainbow Live in Munich, 77. Best DVD. Well, after Operation Minecraft. Great DVD. 76. In Köln. This is some sort of bootleg, but they made a CD out of it. It's great. And I have it on vinyl, the only official live album. Rainbow on Stage. Oh man. This to me is what music should be all about. And I understand the average listener, the average person who just wants to hear the songs as they were in the album. But me, I have dabbled in the music world myself. I've been, rehearsing with bands a lot. And let me tell you, these live shows, they are like they are doing some sort of rehearsal live on stage. And it's when you have good musicians that really can play the instrument as they want, whatever they feel, it's fucking awesome. You can tap into their stream of consciousness in that way. If you really have great musicians that really can play, and they just manifest whatever they're feeling, whatever is in their mind, through their instrument, through notes. It's brilliant. It's fucking awesome. These live albums have it in spades. Here. Man of Silver Mountain, I think, 4-minute song. On this album, it's like 20 minutes. Cat's Rainbow, it's a fucking whole side. That 4-minute, it's on the studio album, it's a 4-minute song. It takes a whole side on this vinyl. It's over 15 minutes. And that is spectacular. That version of Cat's Rainbow is spectacular because all the improvising from Richie and from Dio and from the band. And this was the thing. Well, the first thing about this live album is Richie improvising a lot, which I love. These songs went on, 15 to 20 to 25 minutes because Richie and the band was improvising. Mostly Richie, sometimes Dio, sometimes maybe the band was improvising. They all were improvising something. But that is so great. That is what great musicians should do. It's incredible to witness great musicianship. We could witness that somewhat with Deep Purple before this. Deep Purple was doing the same thing. But Rainbow has one thing over Deep Purple, maybe even Black Sabbath and other bands from that time. Rainbow had 2 lead personnel on stage. Lead vocalist, lead guitar, both wanted to be the frontmen. And that created a rivalry on stage. And that created rivalry on these albums. And that rivalry pushed them. It really pushed them to their limits. They wanted to show off what they could do. And in these live albums, and I would say even the studio albums, we really get to enjoy that fruit. Them pushing themselves to the limit, doing their absolute best, what they could do within their capabilities. So, as I mentioned before, this might be the best hard or heavy rock music that's ever been made. Most, free-ranged music in hard rock that has ever been made. Even though at that time, Deep Purple kind of started it, Richie started with Deep Purple, there was Judas Priest, there was Black Sabbath, there were other bands in America. But Rainbow just, it was something else. It was something, especially with, Dio, Richie, Cozy Powell. That was something so spectacular. It would be unimaginable, after hearing like song like Gates of Babylon, them doing Since You Be Gone. But yeah, the rivalry with Dio and Richie Blackmore was the thing that made this band. And without Dio, what you got? You got one prick who is a musical genius, but he didn't want to be a musical genius, he wanted money. So that's where the betrayal is. This dynamic that they had, it created best music in the world for me, but it also broke them up. They just couldn't, and I totally understand that tension. They were together like 5 years. 5 years of that kind of tension. Both Dio and Richie kind of wanted to be the lead, whatever on stage. The front man, kind of, on stage. And that will take a toll. And that, unfortunately, couldn't be sustained forever. Only band like this, in my mind, nowadays, is System of a Down, where Serge Tankian and Darren Malakian, they both kind of have the same thing going on, the same dynamic. They are both kind of the front men, and they're kind of pushing each other. And that's why we got so great music from them. But we haven't had music from them in 20 years because of that. Because also that finally broke them as well. Even though they are doing live shows now, they're doing very well with each other. That's still the issue. That is still the issue why they don't do new music, unfortunately. So, that's live albums, the honorable mentions. So, the next one is gonna reveal everything. Oh, shit, I have them in the wrong order here. So, number 2. This is gonna surprise you. It's Rainbow Rising. Well, don't get me wrong. This album is fucking great. This album is spectacular. It has Tarot Woman, Run with the Wolf, Starstruck, Do You Close Your Eyes, Stargazer, Light in the Black. Well, honestly, Run with the Wolves. Well, I like it. Starstruck, I do like it, and I do like Do You Close Your Eyes. But they are kind of a filler songs compared to Tarot Woman, Stargazer, and Light in the Black. This album to me is mostly Stargazer and Light in the Black, which are epic, epic songs. And well, everyone has covered Stargazer, and Light in the Black is, I think Halloween has done kind of tribute copy things in a lot of their songs. Yeah, but this is a great album, though. Great sound, great songs. It is great, but as an album, I don't think it is as strong as the final one. The number one obviously is Long Live Rock and Roll. This is a much stronger album. This has much more consistency in their songs. Long Live Rock and Roll, what a great song. Lady of the Lake, good song. LA Connection, good song. Gates of Babylon. Fuck yeah. Kill the King. Woo! The Shed. Okay, that's a filler one. Sensitive to Light, it's an okay song. Rainbow Eyes. I would understand if some people hate Rainbow Eyes, but it's something so very different. It's something... I don't know if any other hard rock or heavy rock band has done anything like Rainbow Eyes. The softness of Dio's vocals is amazing. It is incredible song. It's an incredible song. And it's so unique compared to anything else in this scene. But this is a much stronger album, in my opinion. And, Long Live Rock and Roll, Gates of Babylon, Kill the King, those songs by themselves lift this up very, very high. Well, I think that's kind of it. I've been ranting about this quite a long time. I just have to say it one more time. Come on. Here we have Long Live Rock and Roll, Kill the King, Gates of Babylon, and the next album we have Since You've Been Gone. You must be fucking